With the introduction of value-added tax on January 1st, the opening of the multi-billion-dollar Bahamas resort, and a number of projects set to come on stream this year, all eyes will be on the Bahamas as an international credit rating agency plans to closely monitor the country's developments over the next 12 months. That story tonight from Cieska Adderley.
Ratings analyst from Standard & Poor's Rating Services, Julia Smith, applauded the government for introducing value-added tax at 7.5% on January 1st. Smith, who spoke to ZNS via telephone from Buenos Aires, Argentina, says the Bahamas is moving in the right direction now that VAT has been implemented, but maintains that the key to its success will be how businesses complete the filing process and the payment of returns in order to see just how much revenue is actually being collected by the government. It's a situation, Smith says, will be monitored closely by them.
One of the things that we are looking for is if the government can really reach its target of collecting 3% of GDP in VAT revenues the first full year that's in place. So that's one of the key factors that we'll be monitoring over the next year.
Yesterday, Financial Secretary John Roll expressed confidence in the government's ability to collect over $300 million in revenue from VAT. However, Smith believes that outlook might be too ambitious to achieve right out of the gate.
Well, we think it's an ambitious goal, but, I think at this point it's a little premature to assess how successful the VAT is going to be. It was just put into place at the beginning of January. So, I think it's a little early to tell what effect it's really going to have on the government's finances.
In addition to the VAT process, Smith revealed S&P will be monitoring other areas such as the Bank of the Bahamas' bailout and the upcoming opening of the multi-billion-dollar Bahamas resort.
We'll also be monitoring, the growth story in the Bahamas this year. In March, the Bahamas will be open to tourists. So seeing, what's the effect of that on the country's GDP growth and, other tourism projects, and seeing if that can really, give a boost to the GDP growth story. That's also something that we'll be monitoring closely this year.
Overall, Smith believes 2015 is going to be an important year for the Bahamas, and they will continue to keep a close eye on those developments and how that will impact the country's ability to grow the economy in the future. Cieska Adderley, ZNS Network News.